Alright, welcome back everyone to A Programmer Plays Ender Lilies. In our previous episode, we finally got Ending B. We also got, apparently, the last of the Blighted Spirits. So, we've been opening doors, collecting stone tablets, and we found this room beneath us, here, that is, it's not great. Taking a lot of damage going there. So let's see if we can't figure out what the heck is going on. Yeah, we'll go to this one. My theory right now is that I need, and let's actually switch around our charms a little bit because I did take off the damage one, which is this one. Yep. Am I happy with the rest of the... I think so. We'll run with yes for now. Alright, this one. Right, I remember now. I legitimately forgot that this has goodness gracious, crows. You guys. You guys. Stomp on around, it's fine. I do like this song. Nice. Alright, last time we climbed it on the left side. This time we'll climb it on this side. You know what? You guys can wait. Yay! Stone tablet, yay! Writing on the wall. I was never allowed a shred of human dignity. I thought he might acknowledge my presence, my strength. No, it wasn't enough that I pulled myself up from the depths of hell to get here. He only ever had eyes for himself, and now he's trying to take away everything from me once again. I won't let that happen. I'm going to take it all back. Do we think that's from Julius? Abilities. All right, so that's one of the tablets. There's another tablet somewhere. Where? Great question. No idea. I mean, we've got. I have some ideas. I have lied. There's only so many rooms left. So let's check in here. And let's relics. Let's take you off so that we can put you on. Should probably also Mostly cleared. There we go. Room cleared. As far as we can tell, no way to get there. Those don't help. We've checked this bit. Yeah, can't do that. Alright, that's all that done. Not seeing any leftover crates or anything. No hidden walls there. I feel like my theory about this being a jump is correct, but I don't know how to make the jump happen, you know? Like, we can get up here. Me wonder. Ooh, you know what it might be? Oh, this would be very tricky if this is what they did to me. Doesn't really seem to be the case. I was thinking maybe there's actually two entrances to this area. So it's kind of like hidden. Nope. That feels so doable, and yet... We'll check this room over here. Oh, I was expecting you to turn around. Is it possible that there's a secret in this room and I still haven't found it? Never mind, I've figured it out. Maybe not gym plus health plus 20. Hey, and we just got the achievement refurbishment, attain maximum HP. So, cool. Look at me getting achievements for stuff that I never completed last time. That does mean that we're down to basically like 2 rooms, 3 rooms, maybe 5 rooms. Where this last tablet has to be. This one feels likely to me. Like, it feels right, but I don't know how to do it. Jumping too early, perhaps? That didn't help. This feels like a thing. How many times can one man do the same thing, thinking he's not looking like a crazy person? Hold on. I'm gonna try a couple more things, a couple different places, because this might be nothing. Like, this could easily just be some lore. Actually, hold on. We've got this enhance, and we've gotten a lot of stuff, so anyone in particular we want to invest in? You know what? Hamlet Youth. Congratulations. It is kind of funny that I made it so little into the list of spirits before I just ran out of steam on trying them all out. There's so many of these I've just literally never tried. Ooh, we just got an achievement. The Abyss. Fully enhanced 5 blighted spirits. Alright. We did it. Oh man, I bet there's an achievement for fully enhancing all of them, and I am not doing that. That is too much grinding. Let's check. Check the blighted heart again. We got the one thing there. I'm gonna check in Faden's office again. almost feels like we can make that jump. But not quite. Not without like a triple jump. Really, none of that worked. I feel like a disproportionate amount of my playthrough is in just a handful of rooms that I don't understand how to do. Like this one. Just had a thought. Alright. What if... So there's a room that we've barely been back to. It's slightly nauseating the way that it jitters around. It's marked as complete, but... Okay, never mind. That theory, completely wrong. Let's... Alright. This is a very long shot, but let's actually go back to the cellar. Because it could be, I don't really think so, but it could be that the last tablet is already there in the room. Again, I don't really think that's the answer, but at this point, we're clutching at straws. We're looking for stuff to try before we give up. Very Hollow Knight feeling room. We have gotten so close to all of the notes. There's literally like a note left, which I'm almost certain is in that one room in the tower, because that's the right place for it. Is there? Yeah, there's nothing on here that would like hint at where it is. Alright, so I'm going to assume that this room is this way because we haven't completed the spell. I think, gonna just look up where it is. Not because I'm like struggling to find it so much as I know it's in this spot, this spot, this spot, or those two spots, or possibly at the bottom of that gauntlet there. Take another look at our. Hold on, before we do that, is there anything that we think we could equip the thing that lets us swim faster? That would give us a little more distance. We could equip more heals. Not that I think we actually were running out of heals. We know that the defense. Hold on. All right. Before we look anything up, we're gonna do this. So here, we know that defense doesn't matter. So speed's the answer. Relics. We don't need you. What we need is you. And didn't we have one that you? There we go. Is there anything else that we could equip that would make this less painful? I don't think so. Let's give this a shot. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. Alright, that is not the move. Do I think I need to heal before continuing? Yes. Again. That was probably... Oh. Journey to all maps is what we just got. I'm gonna heal. Read. Findings. The Deathless Pact. Only high-ranking priestesses are permitted to perform the necromantic rites that entreat the souls of the dead. A warrior of the ancients must forfeit flesh and offer their soul to the priestess, in turn becoming a deathless entity. The pact is then sealed and continues down the family line through the generations until the bloodline comes to an end. Ancient warrior shall remain immortal so long as the pact continues. Bloodline. The blight is continuing because the priestess line is how I'm reading this, because we haven't gone extinct. Definitely the Umbral Knight, but potentially the whole blight is due to that. Obtain all findings. Expose. Stone tablet fragment. Alright, that's the last fragment. This is one of our warriors, consumed by the blight. We were the last ones left alive. An undying warrior's end comes upon the death of a priestess to which they are bound. And the hour of death has come for my priestess and I. My eyes grow dim. Soon only our decaying corpses will remain. Baron Eldred is... Battle is lost, our homeland stripped bare. What fate awaits a people who have lost everything? Hatred is the vilest blight. Unaffected by purification, it festers, rotting one from within. Listen well, Farron, last of the undying warriors. The bond of deathless pact will pass on to a new priestess. I beseech thee, carry us in your memories. Be the guardian of the last priestess, our ancient society. Item bound Ancient Soul X2 used to enhance the Umbral Knight. Powerful residue shed from an ancient people, unlike those of the kingdom. Allows the Umbral Knight's skills to be enhanced at respites. Rest in peace, my brother in arms. I lost the priestess that I was meant to protect long ago, and have been imprisoned here ever since. Then I met you, the carrier of her ancient bloodline. My first thought was to break the bonds of the pact. By my own hands I would end it. But as we traveled together, I came to a realization. I was once supposed to protect a priestess of this land long ago, and I'm still meant to protect her. You are the last hope of the ancients. Together we can free the White Priestess of the Fount. I believe this to be the sole wish of the ancients, a wish and people long since consumed by the blight. Alright. Do we have a way out? Yes. Very good. Excellent. Alright. We do not need this speed anymore. Or this jump, or this. Which gives us a whopping 5 to work with. Sure. Alright, that was the last of those. But now we'll go back to here. Alright, and here we are. Yep. Restore power to the lost amulet. Perhaps performing the ancient spell here will unfetter the protective power of the White Priestess within your amulet. I'll decipher the stone tablet that we've pieced together. Relic, Luminant Aegis Curio, protects from the pain of purification, an amulet whose form and power were restored by Phaeton's magic. The The ancients crafted it long ago and dubbed it the Aegis Curio. The power it holds lessens the suffering caused by the blight during a priestess's purification ritual. With any luck, it will ease the burden purification has placed on you. Rebirth. Restore the power of the lost amulet is the achievement we just got. And that completes this room. Excellent. Alright. So presumably now, it is back to the final boss. To maybe cause a different sequence of events. I am curious. I kind of suspect that there might be endings C and D, so to speak. Determined by what we've got equipped, because we've got this red one here, and now there's also this blue one, and so I'm a little tempted to try with just the red one equipped, and then try with just the blue one equipped, or then do both. That is a lot of like fighting the same boss multiple times, though. So, you know. Not totally sold on it. I do need to, as soon as we sit down on this, I need to remember enhance and you. Alright, attack combo, attack speed, and attack for this last upgrade. Secret, fully enhance the Umbral Knight. Yeah, nice. We're getting there for updating Gerard. We're not there yet. Which does mean that, like, this spot here, this spot up here, they are just straight up mysteries. I'm torn. I kind of want to look them up and just find out. But what we're going to do, all right. Gerard, Crow, anything else that would help us with, vision? Not terribly. I mean, Sigrid might. I don't know. It's pretty hard to ditch Elaine. Like, I want something that I can summon and then just keep using Gerard. I wish that these would say, like, hey, they're a summon. I guess it does. It says summon. The problem is, like, I want to use dog, but dog's bound on the ground, and so can't really help on this fight, so... Alright. We have red one equipped. You off, put you on. I don't think we need you, which means that we could take you off and put you on. Yeah, nice. Alright, let's give this a shot. Is this going to be the same? At long last, White Priestess of the Fount. Coming here was pointless. Flee, be rid of this place. Too late for me. Alright, so far no difference from the relic that we've got. just to keep my margins in check. Hey, level 93. Alright, there we go. Will the mask do anything? That was not bad as far as time to do. Purify. Stop, come no further, or you too will be consumed by my blight. Surely you saw many flowers on your journey here, the awful rain of death darkening the skies of Land's End. Thriving on the rain, they blossom off my blighted body, the root of the scourge. I can feel the blight surging through my form. If only I had control over its spread, then I could stop it at the source. Perhaps the day will come when I can hold back the blight without it seeping out. Not that it matters anymore. I wish the world didn't require that you bear the burden of the blight. You're the only clone of myself left. Lily, even knowing what you do now, do you wish to remain with the priestess of the fount? You bear the blight together. Will you bear the blight together? No. This suffering is mine to bear and mine alone. Right, and then she goes. Alright, so I think our theory about like, hey, maybe the charm that we got from beating him first, letting us get another ending, no dice. Which tracks. I mean, that tracks. Like, it would be a strange design choice to like just be like, beat the boss twice in a row. Please. Alright, so that gets us through this. That was ending B. Found as one, we shall never be apart. Alright, well let's now equip the other thing and see how that goes. So, alright. I actually let's reread what this actually does. Calls forth the visage of the blighted white priestess. Has no visible effect on us, And it costs nothing, so you know what? We'll put it on. We'll put this on. And now I guess we run it again. With an extra level under our belt. I assume that this is going to be just exactly the same. Flee, be rid of this place. Too late for me. I'm letting it play just in case there's some difference. I don't really expect there to be. I expect that to be different at the end. Alright. Had to get the last hits in with the Umbral Knight. Stop, come no further, or you too will be consumed by my blight. Oh, that's different. Oh, cool. All right, so we've got a Hollow Knight situation where the final boss is not the final boss, which I am in favor of. shred that. Shit. Again, final few hits with a Umbral Might. I'm for it. Also, first try. Dawn Prayer. Witness Ending C. Purify. I love the other priestesses suspended in the background. It was as if I'd been in eternal slumber, unsure if I was alive or dead. The days were filled with nothing but pain. When I awoke, I lay on a black pedestal. Felt a warm touch grace me. The tiny white priestesses were holding my hands. Same priestesses who were made to take on my blight. From nearby, I could barely make out the voice of coven members. The blight transfer rite was about to begin. The priestesses, knowing nothing of their fate, nuzzled up to me. These children would be sacrificed to keep me alive. What was it all for? Oh, cool. The time I spent with them was what truly saved me. If I am to pass on a legacy to these children, let it be one hope, not suffering. But how? How is this happening? Could one white priestess alone have such power? No, that amulet. You made it whole again. All the fragments, all the shadows of our history, the unknowable suffering. Going to bear it all from now on. See, you came all this way with everyone. Thank you for freeing us all. For freeing me. You accomplished what I couldn't. You were never just a clone of myself. You're your own person, Lily. You've grown so much. It's time I should be going. I'll be watching over you. Getting a little teared up here. We'll always be together. Ooh. Is this the painting that we saw? I think it is. I think this is the painting in her room. Credits, but inverted background. Cool. Good on you, Binary Haze. When I first played this game, I was like, this is a pretty good game, but like, parts of it weren't entirely clicking. Playing it through this time, I think a lot of it is just because I've changed as a gamer, as someone who plays Metroidvanias. There's been a lot of personal growth and change and evolution for me in the past 4 years. But like also just like second time through this game, like this is a really good game. This is a really good Metroidvania. Yeah, like where before, like if you had asked me before starting this playthrough, like where does Ender Lilies fall for you? I'd be like, oh, it's kind of middle of the pack. Like it's good, but it's got some flaws. Like I don't love the particular art style. This time around, I'm like, actually, like I still don't love the art style, but I think that the exploration of the game and the leveling and the way that the map like actually works, like it's greater than the sum of its parts. Like this is a better game than I thought it was when I first played it. And as you can tell, because I got endings that I didn't get the first time around, which just goes to show how much more into it I am. I am really bothered by those handful of rooms that I never found the secrets in. That's bothering the shit out of me. I want to 100% the game. I don't want to 99% the game. I want 100% it. But yeah, so to recap the story as I understand it at this moment, we're in Fallen Kingdom. There's the blight that infects people and makes them into effectively zombies. The kingdom that was here tried to overcome that by developing their own serum that made immortal knights, and it didn't really work. It just made the problem worse because the blighted just never stopped attacking. So there's a lot of suffering ultimately for nothing. As seen with Julius and the king and all that. Separately, the ancients, who were presumably the source of the blight somehow, but also like it seems like the story suggests that the ancients' society fell because of the blight, plus this like new people coming to the continent and conquering what little was left of them. They had a priestess who could purify it, and then that priestess got figured out by the new kingdom. Hey, you can help us deal with this, but she just wasn't up to the task. So they started cloning her. Ooh, pretty. It is done. At long last, for each a proper burial. Lily, take heart. You are not alone. The blight may have taken them, but they are still watching over you, and I will never leave your side. I don't think I registered before now that the dark streaks in her hair aren't hair. They're like straight up tendrils. She's got like roots coming out of her head. Ender Lilies amongst... Oh no! Really mad that I missed that. Hold on. Alright, I've pulled up my own VOD and paused it so that I can see what I missed. What I missed was, amidst a collapsed world, her words echo out. Thank you for finding your way to me. So, there we go. So... alright, yes, and our theory has borne out. The little moats. So one moat on here, because on my original save file, I did manage to get the first ending, find the end of the world, and walk away. This game, we've managed to get all three, and there's also a New Game Plus now. Lost Heirloom? Relic Lost Heirloom allows recollection of one's unblighted form, a hair ornament made from a pale flower received from the White Priestess of the Fount. After the blight immobilized her, the Priestess of the Fount gifted those handmade ornaments as blessings to the other priestesses in her stead. Cool. And that was the Obtain All Relics trophy. And also, we look at our map. You may now access Blightborn modes, toggle those optional challenging modes to tailor your desired game experience. You may now access Maligned memories, prepare for back-to-back battles against each previously purified boss whose memory you have viewed. Alright, so we've got a boss rush mode. Got credits 1 and 2, epilogue. I'm not gonna do boss rush mode. That's just not my style. I do love this art though. Look at this. The various. We've got Gerard. We've got Julius. We've got Lane. We've got Sigrid. We've got Miriam. I think this is all of the like red, like the critical path spirits. We've also got this now. Sure. Oh, interesting. Mutually exclusive. Very interesting. So I kind of wonder if there might be, like, I'm just being blind. Okay, so this actually darkens our skin. I wasn't seeing that before, but maybe I'm just dumb and blind. Cool. Gosh, we just like stand out so much now with that on there. I am going to very quickly look up how to do those last few rooms, and we'll do them together. So bear with me for a second. All right. I've looked it up, and there's apparently air text that I did not realize. So on here, let's grab Verboten Champion. Nope. We're going to put you there. And we're going to put you there. So apparently, I see. I see. I could have figured that out on my own with a lot of experimentation, maybe, but more likely, it just would never have clicked to me to use him and that for more airtime. Boom. Hooray. Alright, so that's that. And then presumably that's just also the solution for the other ones that we haven't done yet. So let's just go straight to them. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I did not figure that out on my own, but also okay. It would not have been, like, it's not a big logical jump. It just didn't, because they're not infinite use, I sort of automatically discounted them. Ooh. That's that. Alright. Go figure that it's like hundreds of hundreds of these essences, even though I'm done with the game. Like we do not need these, which is kind of the classic problem, right? Like trying to give external motivations for these things, like just run out of stuff to do that with. Oh man, I don't think it connected with me, but we actually did have enough to upgrade Gerard. We could have had those fights could have been faster. At least we've gotten Gerard to max, as he deserves to be. All right. Let's see if this is the last one. I guess it's fitting in a way that this room that we have spent so much time in being the last one. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Surely this is it, right? No. This is strangely stressful. Oh, do I need to... end up having to like go back over and there we go. Hello? There's White X800, and that is that room done. What more do you want from me, game? Is there no trophy for doing that? I would not be surprised if that is the case. I think that's literally 100%. I don't see any blue rooms. I don't see any missing things. We've gotten the trophy before for seeing all of the rooms. If there is a blue room on here that we haven't done, I do not see it. So, I think that's gonna be it for this series. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man, I really enjoyed my time with Ender Lilies. This second playthrough with having forgotten basically everything, having forgotten a good chunk of stuff from the first time around, but just coming into it kind of like with the right attitude, I guess. It was good. I really liked this. Hopefully you guys liked this series as well. If you did, you know, stick around. We're going to be playing Ender Magnolias next, so maybe do a subscribe. Maybe not. I don't care. But yeah, Ender Lilies, good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next series. Bye!